Hi again, Josh Carr here, back with another real estate private equity modeling test. This one is for Argento advisors. By the way, I don't know if I've ever mentioned it, but I've tried to put amusing little things at the top here, so hopefully you have been noticing my goofball logos. In any event, this one's not that bad. Let's just build it out. I don't think it's going to really be that bad. And again, before I even get into this, if you want to download the materials, you can always go to www.kahrrealestate.com, or if you have cases you want to discuss, email me at josh@kahrrealestate.com. Okay, so square footage, 250, easy enough. Price apparently is 50 million. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Before I go any further, I might as well just build out the loan because I can. The loan's going to be 55 LTV, which is this times that. And we have a rate, which is 5%. And we have an NPER, which is 30 years. But I'll note 2 years of IO before amortization. That's just me making a note. Okay. We've got some expenses. We've got some leases. Okay, let's build out the leases. So the leases, the tenants, we've got 1 and 2. The square footage is going to be 250,000 feet and 250, right? Which should add up to that. I guess that's the first thing to point out that's screwed up here. They say here, if you read it, that you're buying a 250,000 foot building, but you've got 2 tenants paying both at 250,000 feet. I assume that's a typo. I think. I don't know. You know, I'm going to figure they screwed this up, and I'm going to make this a 500,000 foot thing. Or better yet, you know, let me make these 125s. 125, and there you go. And, you know, that's just something as a note. Note, square footage for tenants doesn't make sense. And, you know, you see mistakes like this in models, right? I mean, no case is perfect. The starting rent is going to be 35 and 30. And it looks like there's going to be a growth of 3% of 4.5. I'm just drag this out to 15 years because I can. Cool. And 3% and 4%. Okay, so that's that times 1.03. And that's this times 1.045. Okay, that's not that bad. That's just, you know, just rents basically. Okay, fine. It doesn't look like there are any recoveries, so it's, well, I'm sorry, pardon me. We're supposed to choose which tenant we want. It's to choose between 2 tenants. Got it. Got it. I apologize. Okay, so that was correct. So that's tenant A. That's tenant B. Fine. Okay. Expenses. So we need to be able to choose between option A and option B. Okay, you know, I'm going to build something simple. I'm going to build a choose. I'm going to build a control. That's my control. And so for my rent, which is, you know, here, I'm going to build a control that's a choose function. And it's going to say, if that's a 1, then take that square footage times that. And I'll drag that across. And if that's a 2, take that square footage times that. And again, I'll drag that across. And what's fun about this is, if I put in a 1, it's going to be 8.7 and 9 million. And if it's a 2, it's going to be 7.5, right? So option 1, option 2. There we go. Good stuff, right? That's a control for which tenant. Okay. So then we've got expenses, and expenses are growing at 3%. Okay. Not that bad. So I'm going to have like expense growth, which apparently is zero at the beginning, and then just 3% per year. Okay. So then we got 3 expenses. You know, I can write them in, but it almost doesn't even matter. But, you know, I'll do it. R&M, admin, util, PM fee, real estate taxes, and I'll just indent these a little bit so they're moved over. R&M is going to be $1.50, and then in year 2, it's going to be that times 1 plus the rate of growth. And what I'll do is I'll make that float in the column and fix in the row. Oops, sorry, don't mean to bring it over a zillion years. That's going to go all 15 years. Admin is going to be the same idea. Okay. Yep. Util is going to be the same idea, but instead of it being $1.50, it's $2. Taxes is going to be the same idea, but instead of being $2, it's $4. And property management fee is going to be 3% times the rent. Okay. Now that I'm staring at it, the one thing I forgot to do is actually to put in square footage. So that's going to be $1.50 times 250,000 feet. That's going to be $1.50 times 250. I think you see where this is going. Again, not the most elegant model, but you know, it works. Okay. Sum that. Bring it over. And then, you know, just because I can, throw a line there. So that's going to mean the net operating income is going to be rent minus that, which is going to go all the way across. Okay. Now what I have to do that's done is I have to build an underwriting model based on IRR to do a 5-year hold and a 10-year hold. And I need to put in a cap rate. Did they give us a cap rate? They did not. They also did not build any kind of mortgage schedule. Okay, well, you know, let me throw in a cap rate. It's just, yeah, I'm not even going to build the cap rate yet. I'm going to do the mortgage schedule first. But before I do mortgage schedules and cap rates, since we're around 8 minutes and change, this is probably a good natural break point. I think the fun thing here was that I built a little choose function. So I could be like, try the first version, try the second version, and you can toggle back. And while they are looking for a sensitivity table based on exit cap rate, I think also we're going to build a sensitivity table that will allow me to vary which leases I want to go with. But for now, this is a good natural break point. So until I see you next time, keep building better models.